What about Ricky Pearsall? We're starting to get a look at Ricky Pearsall this offseason. He practiced yesterday, practiced today. 2 days in a row practicing. He's out there with he's out there with all the teams. First string, second string, third string. He's getting work in the 11-on-11 drills. He caught 2 passes today, one from Brock, one from Mac. He looks good. They move him around. He's in the slot. He's in motion. He's at Z. He's running over the middle. He's running corner routes. He does a little bit of everything. And as a complimentary number 2 receiver, I think that's a nice number 2 receiver to have, a guy who can beat you on an end around, on a screen pass, on a dig over the middle, on a corner, on a double move. Like, he can do a little bit of everything. But is he a number 1 receiver? If Jennings has issues this year, if Jennings is in and out the way McCaffrey was last year, if this is a Achilles injury, not a calf injury, then can Ricky Pearsall fill that role? Can he get targeted 115 times and succeed? I don't know about that. Like, for example, he had 1 rep against Upton Stout, who's a good player, it seems, but he's a rookie and he's 5'8", and it's day 5. You would think that Ricky Pearsall would win that matchup. He didn't. Not only did he not catch the ball, he didn't create any separation against Upton Stout. Upton Stout was in his pocket. So I still think he's the kind of guy that Kyle Shanahan could like scheme open. With Brandon Ayuk, you can have to scheme him open. You put him at X. He's on the line of scrimmage. He's not going in motion. He's got the best cornerback on the other team in his face, and Ayuk has to beat him on his own. There's really no scheming. It's just Ayuk one-on-one, and he could win. That's why he got so much money. Jennings can do that to an extent, but not as well as Ayuk could. And Pearsall can't do that. He's a Z or a slot. And really, it seems like Kyle Shanahan runs his passing game through the Z, not the X, at least on the Niners. He has a bajillion ways he wants to get the ball to the Z's hands, but he only calls about 6 passes a game for the X. I see you, Brandon Ayuk. I saw those comments you posted on your YouTube last night. I kind of agreed with them. I think you were taking shots at Debo. Probably Debo, I'm guessing. I think they've had a little thing going on, the two of them, ever since Ayuk said he should have got the targets in the Super Bowl and that he was the number 1 receiver and then Debo changed his number to number 1. I'm just saying. But he's gone. What are we talking about? Ricky Pearsall. They still won't put him in the one-on-one drills. They think they're slick, but here's the thing. I'm on to them. I know their games, okay? They do these little things in training camp and practice to sort of like try to slide it through without people noticing. Like, oh, Ricky Pearsall, great day, except he didn't do the one-on-one drills. And in 11-on-11s, he stopped halfway through. Fine. You want to go slow with him? He had a hamstring injury. You definitely don't want him to re-aggravate it. I completely understand that. But at some point, you're going to have to put him in a one-on-one drill in front of the media. If he's really that guy, there should be no problem with that. He didn't do it last year. He hasn't done it this year. I assume at some point he will. But come on, man. If he's healthy enough to do 11-on-11s, then he's healthy enough to do one-on-ones. And the reason he's not doing one-on-ones is because the coaches don't want him to feel that pressure. They don't want him to be under the spotlight for whatever reason. Do they think he won't win? I don't know. Maybe they wonder. Do they think he'll try too hard and press and potentially re-aggravate the injury? Maybe. But I think they're trying to take pressure off of Ricky and Michael, because I think they saw the pressure that being a first-round pick created for Mike McGlinchey and Javon Kinlaw and Solomon Thomas. I mean, remember those experiences? Every single rep those guys took in practice was scrutinized. Trey Lance, I forgot about Trey Lance. Solomon Thomas, Trey Lance, Javon Kinlaw, Mike McGlinchey. All first-round picks who were just eviscerated by just journalists like us filming it, putting it on YouTube so the world could see that the Niners aren't interested in letting people like us reveal how good their first-round picks really are, considering they've whiffed on so many, and if they whiff on one more, who knows who gets fired. So that's what this is about. But you know what? You got to do it eventually. And if you had confidence that Ricky Pearsall was like Ladd McConkey or, the offensive version of Cooper DeJean, then you put him out there. So I'm going to give you some time, but there's pressure on Ricky, not just because Juwan Jennings is hurt, but because he was drafted ahead of Cooper DeJean. He was just named a top 100 player in the NFL by his peers. He's like 23 years old. Ricky's pushing 25. He's got to be good. And I think in his best moments, he looks like an electric receiver who can do a little bit of everything and could be a number 1. But He's got to show it. And until he actually goes into one-on-ones and dominates consistently, I'm thinking he's a high level. He's a number 2. Slightly better than DeMarcus Robinson. I want to see it. Prove it, Ricky. And again, this isn't Ricky's fault. It's not like Ricky's going over there being like, Coach, I'm not ready for one-on-ones. I'm not ready. I want you to quietly take. I'm sure this is Kyle and Leonard Hankerson being like, Ricky, not today. Not today. The moment of truth has to come at some point, though.